This is Damon Stevens. The FinWell Builders. Today is Thursday, July 21st, 2022. The stock market update for trades of the day. And the bulls are definitely continue to be here and play every day. So those bears, as we talked about the other day on Sunday, are sleeping apparently, or they're sitting up there waiting for us to hit a certain place in the market, which we'll cover in the charts a little bit later here. But those bears are waiting somewhere for us. But right now, they've been just kind of letting the market run. So it's been great. Tesla's just killer today. So hopefully you got some of that action and some of the others as well that we have we cover each day in our videos today. So let's get right into it. Take a look at what's going on in the market. And if you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe. Definitely watch our videos and let us know how this content's helping you, and we'll continue bringing it your way. And also just go to finwealthlive.com and you can find a link to our free Discord where we post our numbers before the market opens. So you can see what we're trading for the day, when we're getting in, when we're getting out, before the market even opens. There's also some free training out there as well, and a membership service out there where you can join our community. So definitely go check out finwealthlive.com. Let's take a look at the market. So you can see the Dow Jones closed up 0.51%, NASDAQ up 1.36%, and S&P 500 up 0.99%. FANG stocks killed it. I mean, tech, you could buy just about anything today. Everything I had on my charts were green. So just about anything you could think about buying today on tech sector was all good and green. Although, at close to close, some news came out around the semiconductor sector, which brought them down like really, really quick. Which, I've been seeing that little stock manipulation happening periodically, even throughout the day, where all of a sudden you'll see news come out and stocks spike down and taking people's stop losses out, which, it's part of the game of playing in the market. But definitely, I do not like it when it happens to traders I know. So just be careful out there, and we'll cover that in our training as well. We're taking a look at what's going on here. You can see here ADXN did hit the scanner, good volume, but just really a small stock. I did not trade this one. I was focused on core stocks. Tech sector is kind of the area that I like to play in the most, if you didn't know that already from prior videos. So I did not trade this one. Let's take a look and see what's going on. So here's the S&P 500 E-mini futures. This is live. This is real time. This is after market. Well, this goes 24/7, but so this is after the general market's closed. And you see here on our deviation bands, this is the secondary deviation band. You see in this last band here how we spiked here today in the S&P 500, and then we pulled right back into this band again. So, things typically don't stay up here very long. You can see back here again where you had a little bit of a spike up in this area, and then we pull back down and fall kind of right back into this range. So that's kind of where we're sitting now. Just so you know, this is a volume indicator over here, just in case you're wondering. And this is kind of the point of control. This is kind of where the bulk of the volume is right now, around 39.55, even though we're kind of trading up in this range. But sometimes that can be a magnet to pull down, or the volume's got to flow in to support this market area. So just something to be aware of as we're going into Friday. But we did spike, pull down. We're kind of just consolidating now at this point right now where we sit. So Friday, PMI. So look for volatility. This is 9:45 a.m. So just shortly after the market opens, you're going to see this S&P Global Manufacturing PMI come out. This could rock the market, or it could totally ignore it if the numbers are in line. So just something to be aware of as we go into Friday, that there could be some volatility there to be played. And we've had a nice bull run. Hopefully this doesn't disrupt it and can keep our bull run continuing. And now again, usually I cover S&P 500 on the options. This is everything in the red is people shorting the market with put contracts. Everything green is people going long with call contracts. And so this kind of measures, kind of where we're at right now, which, at this time, Tesla, and just because earnings were here and I've been focused on Tesla. So that's why I didn't cover the general market. So Tesla, you can see here, stock price 811. And so, but you see here these huge, calls people had out, 800 and we blew through this today. The next level up here was 850. So we're right in this range now, which really, congratulations, boy, if you got calls, you're having a great day and you're hoping, there's some more tomorrow, but hopefully, I haven't seen a lot of people take profits out, which surprised me. So obviously they think, the market's going to continue to bull run, but these options are expiring tomorrow. So we'll see. There could be a big cash out, people selling. So that'll be interesting to see what that does to Tesla tomorrow. But Max Payne, if they want to, the market wants to hurt everybody, Tesla would kind of end the week at 730, which is quite a drop from where we're at right now, back into this range. That's where the Max Payne would happen. But and the ratio right now is 1-to-1. So you can see, one person short of the market for everybody who's long. So, we're above this range, which is, unusual sometimes for this. This doesn't mean the market has to be at 730, but typically, this kind of a guideline as far as, if the market wants to win and pull their money out that they've sold out on these contracts, that's where they want the market to be. So, it could be that these guys get a big payout, and, it could be that they cash out tomorrow at the open. If they do, there could be a little bit of a pump and dump happening here on Tesla. So just something to be aware of with that. So that's where I use that information just to kind of get a general sense of what's going on in the market. So we're closing out earnings. So Snap, Semi-Atoms, Capital One, Mattel. I watched these. Seagate kind of had a huge reaction in the market. Not the swings weren't as high as I was hoping to see on some of these. So I'm looking tomorrow morning to see what comes out tomorrow. But nothing really hit my fancy today as far as major focus. And Friday, Verizon, American Express, and then Twitter, the things we're going to be checking out. I think Twitter has some issues right now with what's going on with Elon Musk backing out. So that'll be interesting to see what they actually are willing to report tomorrow. So that's our Friday, going into Friday. Next week, huge earnings, huge, big companies. Friday, next week could really set the tone for the market. If the earnings are better than expected and forecasts are better than expected, the bull run could continue, and maybe we turn this market around, at least temporarily for right now, unless some surprise happens, black swan or something happens. But market looks good right now, so take advantage of it. Definitely make sure you're ready to lock those profits in, in case the market does kind of decide to come back down. Nobody knows where the bottom's at. I think there was a good bottom put in where it's at now. Bulls are running pretty strong, but we could always revisit, and we could, who knows what could happen. They could possibly bring it down. Typically, it's really hard to get out of a bear market, and usually it lasts a while. But maybe that's not going to happen. But just be prepared for it if it does, because that is always a possibility. We don't know. We don't have a crystal ball. We can't tell the future. So Tesla, let me talk about Tesla here. So we're consolidating for a long time. So that's a lot of energy built up. And then today was the day to blow out and let all that energy get released. And so boom, all the way up. Yeah, I was expecting, resistance at 800. And it did for a little bit. And then boom, right up to 820. Now we came back down to the 800 mark. So we'll see if we can hold that and see if we get a little bit more of a rally tomorrow. But you can see here, we got right up to our trend line, to our, this upper trend line. We hit it once and twice, right? And then we kind of settled in flat. So can we run back up higher, back into it again? Well, I have a line up here, at 840 at some point, but I'm not expecting that to be this week. But definitely, we could possibly consolidate up here. If we do, that's great. That's very bullish for Tesla to consolidate. And that way we can hold this price above 800 and possibly rally up, because this was a great price. And I'll show you here in a minute on some other charts. But on a 15-minute chart, Tesla killed it today. Just absolutely killed it. Just a really good trade today. On a 1-day, on Tesla, you can see here, we're right at the 200-day moving average. So we blew right through the 20, the 50, the 100, we're at the 200. We get above that 200 and hold for a couple days. And you know what? We're going to be starting to head back up towards 900 and 1,000. So is that possible? It is possible if this bull run continues and the market cooperates, definitely. But yeah, we're right at that 200, just amazing on Tesla. Tesla weekly, sitting here right at the 50-day moving average. So, that could be resistance. We could have a pullback here since we had such a nice strong run here. But if we can hold this 50 and not break back down below 800, for the week, that sets it up next week for a really good week. So we'll see. But we finally get a breakout. We're in the middle of this candle. This top of this candle is where resistance can be. You see it was resistance, right here is kind of where that candle comes from, or where this line comes from. So, 840, that's kind of where that line, that sand I had, was 840, a little bit more resistance up here for these next candles. That could be resistance up here as well, above that at 867. But that's what we're watching for. So a little bit about our company. So definitely we have a free Discord. I talked about this in our videos. Most people say, well, who are you? I don't know anything about you. What's your focus on? What are you doing? So let me just kind of play this video real quick so you can kind of get an idea of who we are and what we're all about.
Have you ever felt like the world is passing by? Do you feel like you never have enough money? Does building wealth seem impossible or overwhelming? Or does building wealth feel like gambling at a casino? Or perhaps you tried to build wealth and failed. If you answered yes to any of these questions, then we have what you need to know. Our team can help develop you into a retail stock and crypto trader, just like many before you. To be successful, it requires learning new skills. And exercise makes your skills stronger. Your success will let you trade anywhere. Let our team help you become a better trader. Your journey starts here.
All right, so that's what we're about. We're here to help people, educate the people on stock trading and investments. And so that's kind of what our goal is. And we definitely have that Discord, so definitely join us out there, and also take advantage of the training that's out there as well. But getting back into charts, you can see Netflix here's on daily. Nice run on Netflix. As you can see here, this almost looks like a double bottom here, right? And a curl up. So looking to possibly get back up here to the 50-day. So kind of in this range here. I didn't put a line up here, but let me put the line up here on top of this candle. So you see this top of this candle, this big breakdown candle. That's kind of the next goal right here. That would take us up to the 50. So we'll see if we can get up there, but so far got above the 50-day moving average. We're holding that for a couple days now. So looking really good for a possible continuation move up. Google, it's kind of been this consolidation. You see kind of back and forth, and it's got some work to do. And it's getting tighter. So, this flag's getting tighter. So we'll see if it can run and bounce out of here to the upside here. Yeah, Google's kind of in this little wedge here. Tesla we covered. Amazon looking good as well. Brook, continue to stay above this 50-day, moving towards that 100. So looking towards, you've seen this 128. Do we see, possibly could see this tomorrow. 128.99 is kind of where this is at here, this line. So this is, again, like a double bottom, and we're coming up to the neckline. Break above that neckline, and we can possibly run to these upper deviation bands. Amazon looking strong, Apple looking strong. So these lines in here, I just had a lot of lines because I was kind of mapping Apple a lot as it's kind of climbed each of these little candles on the way up. But here it's like a double bottom again for Apple. That's where they talk about possibly on the bottom end. We could possibly have the bottom end because we have this double bottom right here. But we had a double bottom here too, but we came up above this neckline, and then we rejected and came back down. So that's why you got to keep it in perspective. This could have been the breakout back to the upside on this double bottom. This one could be as well. But that's why you got to just kind of keep it in mind. And we're actually coming up to a good testing area right now. We're coming up to this third band, and you can see here we rejected off of it last time. And that's where we came down and put new lows in. So that's why I'm kind of watching this one. We're coming right up to here. If we cannot break above my third deviation band here, this 164 area, then we could very well just kind of curl down and just go back and retest the lows again. So just something to be aware of. And we should come back. We'll come back at some point. See this line here, 150, 174. The market likes to come back and retest areas. And we passed this area without coming back in. So I could definitely see sometime we could curl back here and at least test and maybe break out here or test and we fail. But if we don't test and we just keep on kind of climbing up here, that's going to leave unfinished business. But, we could just continue to run. NVIDIA, nice and strong as well, completing today this big breakdown candle. And we got this one that we're halfway through now already. So looking for a continuation play up to 186 tomorrow if we can keep this bull run going. And you can see that we're putting in higher lows, or in higher lows. So that's good. And lower highs. So NVIDIA is looking really good. Meta, same thing. Above the 50-day now, nice upward trend. Higher lows, higher highs, lower highs. So we're doing good. So now looking for a play up towards that 200. RK, nice run. We got above these resistance areas now. So we got another one up here at 51.25. That's this breakdown candle that we're kind of halfway through. So that'd be the next area of resistance. And then after that, you have the 50-day. But if we get through the secondary deviation band, that's where you're going to see a huge turnover and change in direction. And then gold, finally gold. Got this nice reversal candle here. And it touched this lower deviation band, and we got this nice bounce. So finally gold's on the move. So maybe we'll have a good weekend of trading gold. Maybe as we can get up to that 1732 area is kind of the next goal. This oil kind of pulled back here. So we might be coming into a little bit of a channel here, channel creation. So we'll continue to monitor it, but that might be a channel that we'll get in here where we kind of come down, and just kind of get stuck here. You can kind of see that we were kind of there before we broke out, and then we came back into it. So we could be kind of just in a range now for US oil. VIX, strong, came down to our resistance line that we had from yesterday, hitting that 23 area. If we can break through 23 and start heading down, then that the market will just continue to run. So nice bull run here with the VIX coming down. But if the VIX spikes back up for some reason, just know that we can look for the market to react on that. So tomorrow, that's why I'm looking at the news tomorrow. But you can see we've been in this wedge for a long time, and we finally broke out to the downside, which is great for the market. We just got to hold this area and not end up coming back into it. SPY on a daily, kind of see here, kind of chopping as we go up, right? Higher lows, right? Higher highs coming in this little area here. But and here's our test up here when we get to the 100 and this deviation band. That's where we're gonna have a little bit of a test up here. So just know that around 407. On the weekly, we talked about this, climbing this candle. We're climbing the candle. We have a long way to go. We can get up to 410, maybe 414, 415 as a possibility. We are playing a nice strong game right now. So we'll see. We got the 20 and the 50-day, the 20 and the 100-day moving averages here. That could be resistance, so just be aware of that. This could be a resistance area that we could possibly bounce back off of. Triple Qs heading up towards that 100 at 312.39. So looking for a breakout above that area for a continuation high. So triple Qs definitely leading the pack up here. We got this neckline up here though that we're going to come into around 313.96. Semiconductors, nice bullish run up here. We're in this other deviation band and the 100-day moving average, that 233.89. Got to break above that and continue towards the 200. IWM, top of our trend line. So typically you get on this trend line, you see we rejected off of it here, came up, rejected off again. Now we're back up here. So do we reject again and keep history going, or do we break out? and make a new history here and possibly get into highs again. Something to pay attention to. For the financial sector, XLF, you see we had resistance here, came up here, had resistance again. Now we're right back at the same spot of resistance on this 50-day. So do we reject off of here and come back down and stay in this little channel that we've been in? Or can we break through and start to move to new highs? So something to watch for tomorrow. XLV healthcare. So healthcare, you can see here, just continues to kind of chop here. We've been consolidating here for a while, looking for a breakout play, but right now we're just in the consolidation. Energy sector came up, hit that 20-day, bounced off the 20-day. So we'll see. It had a little resistance obviously there, so it might consolidate here for a while, flat until we find a direction here. Bitcoin continues to climb up here just slightly, towards the top of our channel here. So looking for a breakout this section here so we can kind of continue to run with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin looking really good. Ethereum, which kind of has been the forerunner on the crypto market, sitting here testing resistance now right here. So looking for a continuation play on Ethereum. It is in our third band. No rejection, but we could possibly come up here. The next test is the 1779 area. So that's our stock, our cryptos. Definitely join us. Just click on the link here on the non-member Discord to join our membership. Or you can click on any of these links. We put enough out there so you won't get lost. FinWealth Live is the website. Join us. We'll talk tomorrow night about our trades, how they went, what to look for next week. Actually, tomorrow night's Friday, so day off. So Sunday is when we'll bring you our shopping list for Monday. But stay safe out there. Be careful what you carry over the weekend if the market looks like it's not, holding a strong trend, because we are some resistance areas. So just be careful there. Everybody have a great night. Have a great weekend. Take care.